We're back. And this cracker recipe is one that I absolutely love, but I'm not gonna lie, I stole it off someone. I stole it off Nadine Redzepi. Well, it was in her book. It's an amazing baked fish dish. I saw the picture, I saw the ingredients and thought this looks delicious. It is delicious, and I've sort of given it my own little kick, and that's what we're gonna be doing today. A beautiful baked fish dish. It's sumptuous, it's warming, it's delicious. It's a one-pan wonder. Perfect with a glass of red, perfect on a cooler night. Let's get into it. It's really quite easy. First we need a whole heap of tomatoes. So just like get them out of the bowl because we're gonna put them back in the bowl when we cut them. So I forgot my corer, so I don't have a corer, but generally I would core the tomatoes, but this also speeds things up. Just chop them, like literally. Chop them into crazy funny bits, and yeah, it's all gonna melt down. We've got a cast iron cast iron pan. This thing is a dream. So good for cooking anything really, especially stuff that needs to end up in the oven. So everyone should have a cast iron pan. I actually have a little essential kitchen list on my website if you want to check that out too, for some of the things that I love to have in my kitchen that makes cooking really easy. Not too many gadgets, but just those bits and pieces. So tomatoes is about, I think 8 tomatoes I'm gonna do. Really depends on how many people you're feeding, how big your pan is. This dish is great because you can scale it up, you can scale it down, you can mix it all around, whatever you want. It can work for you. So it really is a bash together job. So the tomatoes, the riper the tomatoes, the better it's gonna be. So get some nice juicy ripe tomatoes. Cool. All right, that looks like enough. Tomato, what else do we need? We need some garlic, we need some onion. Got my onion here. Happy days. I like a good hit of garlic in this. 1 clove, 2 cloves, 3 cloves. These are big cloves. 4 cloves, 5 cloves, happy days. Making a good mess too, look at that. They go there, they can go in there. Onion, just a brown onion. Again, nothing needs to be pretty because the aim of this dish is to sort of melt away and just do its thing. So get the skin off. That's all good, it can all just go in there. And then big chunks, chop it through. This knife is good for tomatoes, not so good for onions, but whatever. Just like that. That goes in, and basically all the ingredients we're gonna get into this bowl are gonna end up in the cast iron. So I'm gonna turn that on actually. Again, start it nice and low. And just cruise into it. We don't wanna shock our cast iron. Heat shock. Chop, chop, chop. You don't want the stalk, or the root, sorry. Goes in there, whole onion, goes in. Yeah. Now like I said, this is great, obviously. We're gonna be using fish. I've got some kingfish. Any sort of firmer flesh white fish is really, really good. You could also do it with prawns if you want to speed things up a little bit. You could do it with squid, you could do it with little baby octopus, would be delicious as well. Yeah, but garlic, give that a bash, just run the knife through it. Happy days. Bash the garlic. Almost a bash is all it needs. Run the knife through it. But yeah, tasty food, smells delicious. Once this thing gets going, you're gonna love it. Okay. Oh, I should have bashed it. See, that's where I went wrong. Makes it easier to get the skin off. Into the bowl, this Gigantosaurus garlic. There's another one. All right, lots of garlic is in. Happy days. garlic. What do we got? We got garlic, we got tomato. What else goes in this thing, Hayden? What goes in? Oregano. Follow me to the fridge. Oregano, I better grab the fish while I'm here as well, might as well. Shut that up. So some oregano, we've got the fish. Oregano, we just want the leaves, obviously, straight into the bowl. Happy days. Nice fresh oregano, just pluck it straight off the stalk. And you want to be pretty heavy-handed with the oregano. There we go. If you get any stalks in there, it's okay. You can pull them out later because those leaves will just sort of fall off. But try and be a little bit careful. Sweet as. Couple more sprigs. Load it up. Cool. That's looking good. Here we go. Wrapping it up, wrapping it up. Cool, oregano's happy. That's good. Now we need some spices, we need some salts, we need some peppers, we need vinegar, we need olive oil. Thinking as I go. Smoked paprika, olives, Jax's favorite part of this dish. But again, you're just building this sort of in a bowl and then it's gonna end up in the pot. So chili flakes, as hard as you want, as heavy as you like. Smoked paprika, just a little bit. You don't want to sort of overpower it. That goes in. We've got our olives here. I'm just gonna drain these straight in the sink. So happy days, easy as that, full jar. Don't worry about a little juice going in there. Come on, Mr. Olives. Break the seal. Yeah, there we go. Okay, olives are in. We've done that, we've done that, we've done that. Some olive oil. Probably gonna need a little bit more, but just get that in the bowl too. Vinegar. Good splash. You're a bit slow, aren't you? Okay, now we've got vinegar in there. There's a couple of other elements we definitely need to add. We need salt and we need sugar. So salt. Basically the end of the salt. Remind me to fill that up for the next time. And some sugar. My trusty sort of random brown Demerara sugar. That goes in, balance out. Obviously, vinegar, sugar, balance things out a little bit. Salt. Pan is what's gone out, so we'll go back on again. Pan is on, cast iron, it's really easy. Wooden spoon is looking good. Just give it a little mix. Then basically this hits a pan, gets cooking. I'm gonna throw a lid on it. I might add a little bit of water too. Yep, gonna add some water, so I'll just use that same bowl. Just a little bit of water goes in. Happy days. Lid goes on. Where's Mr. Lid? Put this to bed, crack some wine, chill out, prep the fish. Happy days. Cooking's easy. All right, we're back for the good stuff. The red is cracked. Usher Tinkler, thank you. Ha, okay, now's the time. We're gonna take the lid off. Give it a little stir. I've been stirring this as it goes. It's been about probably 10, 15 minutes. A little bit of liquid in there is good because I love that sauce and we're gonna be serving up some crusty sourdough bread with this. So you wanna dive in there and just eat it all together. Ticking away really nicely. I've got the fish. What I'm gonna do is get our fish plus some plain flour. I'm just gonna dust the fish with a little bit of flour. So I'll start with a little bit on the plate and then I'll sprinkle some more over the top. But beautiful kingfish, nice chunk, nice and thick. So that goes there and then just a little bit more over the top, just to spread it around. Okay, use your fingers, get in there. This will sort of help create a bit of a sauce as well. Just gives it a nice little coating. Delicious, delicious, delicious. The oven is on, preheating. It's close to 200 basically. Nice and hot because we want to cook this fish. Get a little bit of color on there. I can turn this off now. Give it a little stir. Fishy's gonna go in. There's one piece. There's two pieces. Just push them down ever so slightly, just so they're sort of at one with the sauce. And then, while I'm running over here, out of the freezer, I got my breadcrumbs. Hot tip, breadcrumbs, love the freezer. Keep them in a Ziploc bag, they'll stay fresh. You're not gonna get any crazy bugs or anything like that when you leave them in the freezer. Olive oil, good drizzle over the top. Happy days. Just give that a little swish around. And then we can use our other hand and just go for a nice sprinkle of the breadcrumbs over the top. A little bit of character with the breadcrumbs. Doesn't matter if it goes in the juice. Happy days. Breadcrumbs, oven, bake. About 12 minutes, I'm gonna say, or just until your fish is cooked. Like I mentioned, you can do big versions, you can do small versions. This is a nice sharer, so use your muscles, it's really heavy. Pop that into the oven. Ooh, lost in the oven. Shut that up, put it to bed, leave it there, have another drink, say hello to your partner, chill out, 12 minutes. You'll come back, we're gonna toast some bread. Actually, I better do that now. That's a good point. Remember this. Got some bread. Nice bread knife. Not super thick. This is good bread, this. And basically, like I said before, we're gonna throw that into the oven just when the fish comes out. Let that rest a second. Bread's gonna get nice and toasty. It's gonna act as a bit of a vehicle for the delicious sauce, and to be honest, that sauce is like key for me. Bread, where's my little tray? I've got an oven tray here somewhere. Just pop them down there. Actually, I like to do a little tower, and then I do my I need to do this. I keep going back and forward. I don't know what I'm doing. We'll do 6, 2 more slices. This is literally how I cook. You gotta think as you go. All right, too good. That's good. Now a little bit more olive oil. And this is where I make my little tower. So a little olive oil, put the next one on. A little olive oil, put the next one on. And it just sort of actually makes its way through all the bread. Put another one on. There we go. Got a bread stack. Happy days, that one goes on. That one goes on. Give it a little flip. Then the olive oil can go the other way as well. And happy days. We're not far off eating. I'm excited. I love this meal. It really is a bit of a cracker. Simple, delicious, packed full of flavor. It tastes so good. I think we're ready. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, it's heavy. Where am I gonna put it? I'll put it up here, sorry. Look at that, bubbling away nicely. While the oven's still cranking, we'll get the bread in. Really, really good, crusty, tasty bread. That goes straight in the oven. Get it nice and golden. Perfect. Happy days. This is looking good. As you can see, the fish has a little crust on it from the breadcrumbs. Everything's sort of let down even more. There's some nice juice in there. The olives are looking good. I'm really happy. We're minutes away. You guys are gonna be happy too. Wait for that bread, dive in, have a taste, plate it up. Delicious. All right, all we need to do now, simple stuff. Get some plates, dish it up. Dish it up, the name of my very first cookbook. Huh, classic. All right, big spoon. The best way to do it is just like get sort of underneath the fish and get the whole thing in a bowl, and then just scoop the sauce, pop it on the side. That's looking good. Lots of juices, lots of deliciousness. I'm gonna get a spoon because I need to try some. Well, I gotta eat it. And just sort of dive in, break the fish, little tomato, little fish. It's so good. It's so Moorish and delicious. You just want to keep diving back in again and again. But where is it? Glass of red, bowl of this delicious baked fish. Those olives are amazing. It's sweet, it's salty, it's really savory, it's really delicious. Oh, and the best thing is, it really is only a small sort of one pan, one bowl wash up. Plus, if you're doing this for a single, you can make it for one. If you're doing it for 10, you can make it for 10 in a big tray. It really is that easy. So cheers, rip in, grab the recipe below, cook it for yourself, cook it for your family, show us it, tag it online, and enjoy.